So now we're streaming. And do you have a browser window open on YouTube, HI?
On YouTube? No.
Okay, so let me open one. I wanted us both to be able to see the
Oh, do
people's
you want me to?
response.
Okay, I can go ahead and click a browser right now.
Yeah, try it, man. And I just want to make sure that when we talk that we get some type of recognition from them before we start.
All right,
I
I'm
want
going
you to
on
see it
Tim
too. Yeah.
Black YouTube. All right, so live now. Can you hear me?
Let HA know you hear him, guys. Sure that when we talk that we
Can you
get
hear
some
me,
type of
Tim?
recognition from them before we start. I'm
All
listening
right,
to
I'm
you. I want
going
you to
on
see it
Tim
too. Yeah.
Black YouTube. Can everybody?
All right.
Can
Sounds
everybody hear?
live
Sounds good.
now.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good. You hear HA Goodman,
can
right?
you hear me?
Let you guys hear HA?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Sounds great.
That's it.
Okay, let's do
That's
this.
it, man. So here we go, guys. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Welcome to No Sellouts. It's your man Tim Black and my friend H.A. Goodman. What's up, H.A.?
Tim Black.
This guy right here, man. This guy, where's he on this side? What's up, H.A., man? What's up, brother? You feeling good?
I'm feeling great, Tim. This segment is setting the record straight. I'm gonna set the record straight, Tim.
What's up, man? What's on your mind, H.A.? Is there something you got to get off your chest, man?
It's something it's this groundswell throughout the country to the left of center, and it's the how like in boxing, the boxer hits his opponent in the body and then boom goes for the head.
Right.
So the media is the media beholden to the establishment, to Democratic establishment. They are doing everything possible to frighten everybody. In addition, like Trump's doing his thing, and that the way I look at it is you cheat Bernie, you get Trump. So I don't see why everybody. I mean, I understand why people are criticizing. I'm all for that, but I don't get the fear and the panic because you should have known when Clinton cheated Bernie that it was going to be a Trump presidency. But that's a whole other story. My thing is this. If you want to defeat Trump, you have to go after the Democratic establishment, at least to a certain extent. Do you agree?
Oh, man. Yeah. I definitely
Definitely,
agree.
right?
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
go right ahead. Keep going, AJ. My bad.
Well, no, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up a couple of stories right now, and if there's anybody out there who thinks that either Tim Black or definitely there's a lot of people who think that I am like a Trump apologist, that I'm always going after either President Obama or trying to create these false equivalencies. My thing is very simple. If you go after Trump and call him a dictator and call him a warmonger and call him racist, then you should look at what the Democrats overlooked, or you should see what the Democrats overlooked when President Obama was in power. I'm just going to read you a couple things. Amnesty International, USA, this is October 26, 2016. President Obama was still obviously president. USA must come clean about civilian deaths caused by coalition airstrikes in Syria. 11 U.S.-led coalition attacks examined by the organization appear to have killed some 300 civilians during the airstrikes against Islamic State. So that's just one example. 300 civilians were murdered, right? Were killed in our fight against ISIS. Tim, where were the Democrats talking about Muslim lives? Or where were they? Where were people? Because we know about the Trump ban. We know that the immigration ban, that caused outrage. Where was the outrage of 300 civilians, almost certainly the majority of whom were Muslim? Where's the outrage when we are bombing IS and then we kill 300 people?
None. No outrage at all. None whatsoever, brother. Because these people are hypocrites, and also because mainstream media would not cover it to give it the amplification that it needed so people would be aware of it. But even if they were made aware of it, since they were under the fog of the mainstream media and their adoration for Barack Obama, they would have ignored it and listened to any excuse that he could have made. He could have just cried a tear, and they would have all just said, well, he was really sorry, so bomb away.
Now, does that make you or I bad people for pointing that out?
Not at all. In fact, it makes us
Right?
justice fighters and
Yeah,
truth tellers who will acknowledge what's going on and point out hypocrisy, which is our job.
exactly. And that's how Trump won. Trump won because the Democrats are so hypocritical. And people were saying, you know what, if I'm going to go and if I want a Republican, I'm going to just pick Trump. I'm not going to pick Republican light and Hillary Clinton. But here's another example. We know about Trump's immigration ban. I'm against it. And, we're all against it. OK, it was a bad, it was awkwardly done, it affected so many people, right? People stuck in airports, all that.
Right.
This is January 10th, 2017. U.S. dropped, this is alternate, U.S. dropped 26,171 bombs on 7 Muslim-majority countries in 2016. President Obama in 2016 dropped 26,171 bombs on 7 Muslim-majority countries. But in addition to that, a lot of times we use depleted uranium shells. And the shells eventually, they land in places where civilians are, and they cause cancer. That happened in Iraq. That's happened throughout the world. We had more people outraged over Trump's travel ban, than 26,171 bombs dropped on 7 Muslim-majority countries. What does that say to you about the Democratic Party?
That says that when they call Trump Hitler, right?
Yeah.
It says that they're full of shit, is what it says.
Is that okay? So, and then I'm just gonna end it because I have I can go on forever but this is Governor Rick Snyder. This is December 21st, 2016. President Obama is still president. Loretta Lynch, Attorney General Loretta Lynch for the past year could have, in 2016 and 2015, could have done something. This is Governor Rick Snyder. I'm not concerned about being charged over Flint water crisis, and I'll just read you real quick. Governor Snyder said Wednesday he has, quote, no reason to be concerned that Attorney General Bill Schuett will bring criminal charges against him in connection with Flint drinking water crisis. And most of the $3.5 million he is spending on outside criminal legal defense fees is to pay for work on turning over documents to investigators. Now, you have a Democrat in the White House, and you had an Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, who could have easily used the federal government to go after. Yes, I understand. I was, told today, well, it's a state thing. It was a state thing. I know that. I know that Governor Rick Snyder did what he did. It was all, there's a lot of state politics and agencies involved. Fine. But the federal government could have gone after Rick Snyder and said, hey, wait a second. You knew what you were doing. This is not just a civil rights, it's human rights. You're literally trying to kill a group of people. And the group of people that you're trying to kill are Black citizens. Why didn't Attorney General Lynch or President Obama try to go after Governor Snyder in terms of some kind of legal way to get him for what he did, knowingly?
Right.
There's no. I mean, if Trump did, could you imagine Black communities under President Trump drinking water that basically will kill babies and give people cancer and all these things? What would the narrative have been? Yep. If it's Obama, it's a state thing. If it was Trump, it would have been racist president, doesn't do anything against racist governor, and it would be all one narrative.
Yeah.
But because it's President Obama and the Democratic Party, it's completely gets a free pass.
Yep.
So that is just one of many reasons I go after Democrats way more than I do Trump or Republicans.
Yeah, just to add on to the theme of that, I think that people, they want to, how can I say? They think they're doing someone a favor. They think they're doing something for progressives, or they're doing something for, I don't know, the revolution or the movement, when they try to shut up people like H.A. Goodman and I who talk about issues regardless to party. The reason why I focus on the Democrats the most is because they're the ones who make the most promises to black folks and to poor folks and to the middle class. They are the ones who I feel over the last 8 years, 10 years, have been so complicit in what's happened to this country and what's happened to black people and poor people in this country. So I have a beef with them. You can't expect me to go after Trump for what he's done in the last 10 minutes, but to be silent about what the Democrats are doing. Once again, who's going to beat Trump? Only a strong coalition of only another party can defeat Trump. You're not going to get Trump out of the office. You're not going to be able to do that or win the presidency or right the ship or whatever you're trying to do by denying there's problems, these huge problems in the Democratic Party. The only way to deal with Trump, I agree with H.A., is to deal with the Democratic Party or to build another party. That's why I brought Nick Bronner on. That's why I brought Sam Ronan on. That's why, I brought all these different folks on my show to talk about it. With somebody else too. It just slips my mind. But that's the reason why I talk about it, and I'm going to keep talking about it whether you like it or not, because I feel like it's what needs to be said. And frankly, don't you get enough of Democrat apologists on all these other channels? There's so many other channels, all they do all day is beat up on Trump. That's all they do. We get that on mainstream media 24/7. Everything he does is beat up on the guy. Meanwhile, the things that are going on in the Democrats are totally ignored, or either they're slanted so much that you wouldn't even know about it. So I take it, and it's also personal to me because people that I personally know in real life have been seduced, hypnotized, lied to, to believe these ideas that Obama was so great when he wasn't. Okay? And if I don't wake people up from that, they're going to fall for another Obama, or they'll fall for another Hillary. You get what I'm saying? To this day, I get people tweeting at me about Hillary. Like, Hillary would have been better, and Hillary was this. Like, these people are so, I'm serious. Check my timeline on Twitter. These people are so seduced and so hypnotized. They need to get out. Right? They need to get out. Like the movie Get Out, that's where this guy they get hypnotized and then they become slaves. That's what that movie was about. And that's exactly what's happened to a lot of people. So I take it as my job, my responsibility to make that go away, like to put an end to that. And if media wasn't lying for the Democrats, then I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Like if the media wasn't setting up the narrative, if the DNC hadn't colluded with media, if media wouldn't continue to prop up Hillary, to prop up the Democrats, to hurt the public, to hurt people that I care about, to hurt the progress in this country, then I probably would lay off. But until they change, I'm not laying off, man. I'm going to mash the pedal on them. I'm gonna do a Remy takedown, just like Remy took down Nikki. I'm gonna drop an anvil on them. That's right. I'm gonna sheather them and ether them until they wake up or until they go away. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't care what they think about it. So, thank you, brother.
Well, I agree 100% with you, and I'll tell you this. When people say, this is funny, Tim. When people say Hillary would have been better, I never said Trump would have been a better progressive candidate. I never said Trump would have been a better Democrat. I never said who on earth said Trump would have been a better Democrat. When I was saying, in my view, that Trump would have been the lesser evil, and I still think he's the lesser evil, Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party, the DNC that picked Tom Perez, and we'll probably talk about that a lot in a second, they all of that corruption resulted in Trump. Somebody worse than Trump would have, if it was Hillary, eventually you would have gotten Trump or worse, because the sickness, the problem within the Democratic Party, where they completely ignore progressive ideals, or they ignore the big picture. Don't take money from giant super PACs, from corporations. Just because Citizens United allows you to, it doesn't mean you have to give Wall Street or big corporations, allow them to run the show. Just because you can doesn't mean, and it's not even going to work. But the thing is, Hillary, in addition to that, Hillary would have been better. She lost. And we were telling you she lost anyway. So it's not even a matter of, yeah, maybe she would have been better, but she lost. And we were telling you she was going to lose. Tim Black was telling you, H.A. Goodman was telling you. But you still, and that's the problem. The Hillary would have been better mentality. It's irrelevant. She lost.
No.
And
she would not have been better. She would have appeared to be better, because anything she did, anything that she did that was disagreeable would be swept under the rug and you wouldn't even know about it. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Most of the things that people blame Trump for, there were things that Obama did already and had been doing for 8 years. You just didn't know about it. It's not like, so Hillary would go unchecked, unchallenged for 8 years, probably, at least 4 years. Right? At least 4 years of unchecked, no scrutiny other than Fox News. And when Fox News did complain to you about Hillary, you'd have called them racist, or you'd have said they were sexist.
Sexist,
you would have said they were misogynist, and anything they were saying about Hillary, no matter what it was, you would have said it was nothing. It's a witch hunt. She didn't do anything. She's an angel. She's beautiful. She's my mother, or whatever the hell. You'd have come up with an excuse. So look, man, these people need to just wake up and smell the coffee. She lost. She deserved to lose, and they will continue to lose. Let's get into the DNC, because I heard that Tom Perez, the first thing he did was wipe away that idea that we wouldn't let money influence the primaries.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence that the DNC voted against the Obama ban, which Debbie Wasserman Schultz quietly lifted. The ban against corporate money and big corporate donations and corporate money. And, it's when I was listening to a little of the debate, the DNC debate, and then one person was saying, well, we shouldn't demonize corporations because the corporations, a lot of them are mom and pops. First of all, they're not the mom and pop corporations. Anybody can have a corporation, it's true. But the mom and pop corporations don't run the show. If you give a candidate $100,000, $1 million, you give it to the super PAC, $800,000, or you have a fundraiser with $30,000 a plate dinners.
Right.
Your value system runs the show, and your value system, I can assure you, is probably not going to be banning fracking or ending these wars in the Middle East or breaking up too big to fail banks. That's the thing. That's what Bernie was able to go ahead and raise all that money, over $200 million without super PACs.
Yep.
Clinton raised she spent $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion. You know how much Trump spent? $600 million. She outspent Trump 2-1, and then people are saying, well, she won the popular vote. She only won the popular vote because she outspent Trump 2-1, and she focused a lot of attention, of course, on California. California's always going to vote Democrat. What if Trump actually focused? Because there's a lot of conservatives in California. Okay, people don't realize that. If Trump also put his attention, or let's say he won the Electoral College with half as much money spent as Hillary. What if he spent the same or more money? Imagine what would have happened. And then imagine she didn't win the electoral the popular vote by that much. I mean, yeah, it's like 3 million people, more than that. But if he actually had the same amount of money, now he has, not only does he have, and this is what people don't understand about Trump, and they don't understand about Trump voters. For everything that the liberal establishment says, oh my God, this guy's crazy. Did you see what he did? Trump voters and even independents who are kind of a little bit more conservative, They love the guy. That's what people don't understand. That's what they love him because you know what? Trump's like, I don't care. I got another pen. No, I have another pen. It doesn't work. It's causing people chaos. So what? Because the thing is, he's like, I'm going to do it. I'm a doer. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And he abides by the Republican. And he went to the CPAC convention, or the conservative convention. They loved him.
Yeah.
All that baloney about establishment Republicans don't like him. Aside from George W. Bush, who destroyed the planet. And now all of our problems are traced back to that guy, George W. Bush. All of our problems. And so he's like, we should really, I saw your video. It was good, the segment. Nice. George W. Bush, we should really, Trump's Russia ties.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Yeah.
Bill Clinton got $500,000 from the Kremlin bank. Who cares? So it's unbelievable. And I swear, Tim, give me your thoughts on this, because I really want to get your thoughts on this. My mentality is that it'll only take a loss in 2020 and possibly a loss in 2018 for the Democratic Party to learn. Do you think that'll be enough to learn, or what do we need?
No, these people are so corrupt, man. I mean, HA, they truly have no. They have such money tied into, obviously, so much money tied into going the direction they're going, which to me is center right. That's the way I look at it, center right. Yeah. And I don't see them changing that. When you have these blowhards in the media continuing to bash progressives, continuing to bash people like you and I, HA, for speaking up, for saying we just demand better. We want money out of politics. We want our candidates to be vetted. We want to be able to primary these bastards because we don't believe in them. like that should be like whoever wins wins. Let's open it up. It's a new day. We have millennials like Sam Ronan. We have millennials like Kenneth Mayha. Let's give them an opportunity to at least make their case. Because that's what politics is supposed to be. It's supposed to be by the people. So if the people want something, the DNC is not supposed to block that. And I was pissed off, and I am pissed off at Bernie Sanders for going on State of the Union and dodging that question. Time and time again, Bernie dodges the question. I'm like, dude, you're not a Democrat. You're not a Democrat. Stop carrying water for the Democrats. Just stop.
I agree.
And until they're done, until they're gone, right? Until there is nothing but ash, and there's and flowers grow from where they died. Until that day, they're gonna. I believe they're gonna hang on. They're like walkers. They're already dead, HJ. We got to give them the headshot. They need a headshot. The Democrats got to go. And and I keep telling you guys, if Trump helps black communities, right now there are cities that unemployment for black men is over 50%, or hovering around the 50% mark. If Trump helps black folks get jobs, if Trump helps HBCUs, college and universities, historically black colleges and universities, and by the way, 13 to 15% of those attendees at those schools are actually white. So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of white kids go to HBCUs because it's close to town and it's cheaper. But anyway, if Trump provides contracts via government agencies to those HBCUs, I'm telling you, the Democrats will be done, because the only voting block that they depend on, that they can rely on, that they can set their damn clocks by, their watches by, and know when to make love to their women by, is the black community. So my job is the black community, the black vote, particularly the black woman vote. And if I could wake up enough black women and black men, I could change that. And if I change that, that will demand either the Democrats change what they're doing or they go away. Like the dodo bird, like the brontosaurus, like the T-Rex. They go away.
Party of the dodo bird.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? And I'll tell you a couple. This is exactly, you are 100% right. Without black voters, Democratic Party is nothing, because 29% of Latino voters voted for Trump. And the Latino Republican Party, the Latinos within the Republican Party, they're growing. That's a growing thing. more Latinos voted for Trump than Romney. 53%. So you have a big block of Latino voters who move towards Republican. They'll vote Republican. A lot of Latino voters, 29%, 30%.
AJ? Isn't that crazy considering Trump is such a racist and he
This is
hates
bad.
Latinos, right? I thought Trump hated Latinos.
This is how bad Hillary was. Trump's like, I'm going to build a wall, and 30% of Latinos are like, I'll pick Trump over Hillary. That's how bad. I'm not ready for Hillary. I'll pick Trump.
I'll
take my chances with Trump.
You sure it wasn't Russia? That
exactly.
influenced them. Like, it wasn't Russia. It wasn't. They loved Hillary, but this is the Russia stopped them from voting for her. That's what it was. It was Russia, right?
Exactly. And so, in addition to the Republican Party or Latinos growing in power within the Republican Party, 53% of white women chose Trump even after the 2005 audio. That's it. That's also how bad Hillary was.
Because everybody trusts Russia more than they trust their own eyes and ears, right? So
today on Twitter, I said, this is for anybody who doesn't like me or who doesn't like Tim or has a answer this question in the comments section. Honestly, answer this question. Very simple question. Did President Obama and Hillary Clinton and Democrats care more about Russian hacking or the Flint water crisis? Which one? Which one? What's the attention that they gave more attention to?
Neither.
The Russian hacking or neither?
No,
exactly.
But you're right. The Russian hacking, obviously.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, even before the loss, anybody from the Democratic Party talk about Standing Rock or the water protectors? No.
They tell us, look, like as you started off the show, HA, knocking down this idea that we're bad people, that we're sellouts because we talk about Democrats and the problems in the Democratic Party. Dude, what have they given us to believe in regarding them? Like, tell me a reason why I should support a party that wouldn't talk about Standing Rock. A party that wouldn't go to the mat for Flint water.
Exactly.
Right? A party that wouldn't fix Chicago. You know how many schools shut down in Chicago? Why didn't they go to the mat for schooling in Chicago? Instead, that is Rahm Emanuel, Obama's boy, in Chicago. People in Chicago didn't even know who Rahm Emanuel was. They never would have elected him. They elected him because of Obama. And then when Chicago turned into hell, they walk away. So instead of you guys criticizing HA and I and anybody else who tells the truth about the Democrats, you give us a reason why we should fight for the Democrats. You give me a reason why we should beat up on Trump. But first, tell me why I should support the Democrats when they have not supported our causes or our issues.
Exactly, 100%, exactly. And it's just like this. Let's say you have a team. Your team just lost big game, and they continue to do things that hurt their chances in the future, that hurts the team. Are you going to go ahead and only focus on the rival, or are you going to say this GM has to go, the coach has to go, the players, we need a new quarterback? It's the same thing. The Democratic Party is crumbling, and a long time ago, a couple years ago, I started writing and I was saying this is not going to work out. Hillary Clinton is under FBI criminal investigation for emails. She's not going to win. Anybody but Hillary. And now you have people talking about the Democratic Party crumbling. It's no longer the same. It's no longer competitive. And everything that you warn people about, Tim, and everything that I warn people, it's like they don't want to listen because you have Politico, the Washington Post, the New York Times. They only focus on how crazy Trump is, and they completely ignore all the things that you've been talking about regarding the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party. And it's unbelievable. And voters, like a lot of people, they fall for it. They're still falling for it. It's not even. They're doing it. Donna Brazil today. It takes a lot. WikiLeaks doesn't always call people out, only when they have to. So on WikiLeaks today, what was it? It was they put this. I mean, I'm not happy that she got fired, but she did give questions to Hillary. They put disgraced CNN, former disgraced CNN host Donna Brazil, and they put all her emails. And Donna Brazil's like, I didn't give any questions to anybody. And then on her email, she's like, here are the questions. What was it? I hope she doesn't ask a question about, the death penalty. And then she said, there's a question about the Flint water crisis. So Hillary obviously, doesn't know what's going on half the time. She needs the preparation. And then Donna Brazil helped her. She was DNC chair in addition to CNN host. And then we wonder why the Democratic Party lost. It's just, I don't know. I'm telling you, with Tom Perez, you're looking at a Trump reelection because the Trump voters love him more than Democrats are afraid of Trump.
Mm. Exactly.
So,
I love that. Yeah, exactly, HF.
Because, you're not going to get, even millennials, they're like, Trump sucks. But they're not going to really run to the polls because they hate Trump. With Bernie, you would see millennials, you would see younger people, you would see everyone go. And that's another thing. Why do I still harp on Bernie Sanders, even though you're 100% right? You're 100% right about your critique about Bernie. It's killing me. When he talks about Russia, it kills me because I'm like, oh, no. But hold on one second, Tim. One second.
I mean, and it kills me too. That's the thing, man. I think that's the difference is, I know some other people critique Bernie, but you know how long I rode for Bernie and have been riding for Bernie. And I still love Bernie. I think his capitulation to the Hillary Clinton side of the party is horrible. And I think it's disgraceful. But that's only because I got so much respect for the guy. Right? So That's why it bothers me. But some other people are just jumping on him and beating him up. That's not my thing. I really want him to switch up. I really want him to straighten his back and move forward. That's what I want.
I think that with Bernie Sanders.
There you go. You were gone for a second. Did you leave?
Yeah, no, I'm actually in an office, and the cleaning lady came in.
Okay.
So that's why I put my thumb on it. Whoa, there's a delay, huh?
Yeah. It was I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. Yeah, I looked over at the screen, and it was like, oh, man, another technical difficulty? No!
It's just my thumb. It's just my thumb.
Okay, man.
Oh, my thumb. Yeah. No, so...
Keith Ellison. Keith Ellison. Yeah, what's up?
Keith Ellison. I liked Keith Ellison, but the closer it got to the DNC voting, the more establishment in a way Keith Ellison got. Is that me or?
No, it's true. It's like you're right. The closer he got that he could actually win, and he's like, okay, he started doing like a Tourette's or something like. Russia, we need to fight for working people, and Russia, it just kept coming out of him, Putin, nothing's wrong with taking money, he just started losing it, man. It's like, and see, the thing about Keith that hurts me is like the same thing with Bernie. Like, Keith knows better, man. Keith knows better. I talked to Keith. Keith knows better. He cares about progressives. He actually reached out. He emailed me. He wrote me like 4-paragraph email explaining his positions on Israel, explaining his positions on Palestine, why he felt that way. He's not anti-Semite. This is what he really believes about the Middle East. And he went into depth. And look, he didn't have to do that. Heck, man, there are progressives who haven't reached out to me. There are progressives who won't talk to me. I'm still in line waiting to hear from Tulsi Gabbard. I've sent her messages every month for the last 6 months to get her on the show. Now, Nina Turner, that's my people. But
I love Nina Turner.
I'm just saying. So Keith responded, and he gave me more than so That's why I'm pissed off with Keith, because Keith knows better, man. And then he did all of that, HA. He did that. He lowered himself. He lost credibility, and then they make him up a fake job. Is that even a real job, HA? Deputy DNC chair? Is that a real thing?
No, you know what it is? It's a title saying progressives, just don't worry, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? The Democratic Party learned nothing from Clinton's loss. She outspent Trump 2-1. I think that these politicians are pocketing somehow the money because Debbie Wasserman Schultz is still, her career is like flourishing. Donna Brazile is still there. All the same people who cheated Bernie, they're still there. Hillary Clinton, if I see another Washington Post article like, Chelsea now. Chelsea, she's on Twitter.
God.
She's sassy. She's sassy on Twitter. She's getting her Twitter vibe going. Oh, no.
Anyone who says we should not go after the Democrats, just look at Chelsea Clinton. Somebody's got to stop her now. We got to kill her while she's, we got to kill her aspirations now.
It's more, hey, listen, it's more content for us.
Oh, we got to stop. Oh, God. Oh, my God. No. When she talks like, oh, no. Why are you speaking? Why, Chelsea?
The best is when every couple of days when Hillary stops hiking, she gets on Twitter and she says something like really cool that everybody just, like, what did she say? It was something, I don't know. You can go to Hillary's every couple of days because we don't, Hillary doesn't want to be bothered. She couldn't talk about, definitely not Flint or Standing Rock or anything really going on that would progressive issues. Definitely not that. But Chelsea Clinton never tweets about, or Hillary Clinton or any of them, Podesta, they don't tweet about issues important to Democratic voters.
Right.
Every once in a while, they'll try to get Trump. And did you see Trump trolling Tom Perez?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. That was funny.
He was like, yes, we did it.
Yep.
Tom Perez is a DNC chair. Republicans are happy. And then Perez, the poor guy, he tried to tweet back. He said, I'm going to be your worst nightmare. You have no idea. You have no idea how much of a nightmare I'm going to be.
Yeah. I'm going to be your worst nightmare. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Sure, Tom. Sure. Dude, look, there is no excitement in the Democratic Party. They're trying to manufacture excitement in Tom Perez. They're trying to manufacture this energy. There is no energy in it. All the air left the room. And someone said in my comment section, a number of people said, Tim, it's actually good that they elected Tom Perez because that kills all hope for the Democrats. So now, you know what I mean? Like that's the headshot. That may be the headshot. I put out a tweet. I said, "Hey, way to go, Democrats! Why circle the bowl when you can go down the pipe? Flush the toilet and get gone. This is killing. Get it over with. That's what they did.
This is the excitement. Isn't this great, everybody? Now we can take corporate money.
Yay! We can sell out even more.
That's not exciting. There's nothing idealistic. There's nothing. We could take corporate money and let corporations control the narrative, and then the whole media machine runs on hate Trump, and the Democrats can watch Keith Olbermann, and they can go and Neera Tanden and all of them same things. This was really interesting.
Did you see the clip where Don Lemon got so upset because one of the a guest on his show called him fake news? He gets to the point where he gets pissed off. He actually walks off the set.
Don Lemon walked off?
He walked off the set. Like, he ended the set early because the guy kept saying, no, this is fake news. What you guys talking about is fake news. It was something stupid about Trump that, was really peripheral, not something of substance. And there's a commentator or whatever it was on the show. It was like 4 people panel, and he was just like, he just kept saying it. This is fake news, and Don's like, it's not fake news. This is relevant, and then he's like, no, it's fake news, and he said it again, and Don Lemon just gets up. He's like, that's it, guys. I'm gonna end the show there. Thank you for being here, and he just gets up and walks off while the shit's still on the air, man.
See, that's the thing. If somebody called you or I fake, I want to debate. I want to go ahead and talk more. That's no problem, because let's talk, and Don Lemon should have easily said, this is why it's not fake. X, A, B, C. Let's down the list of why CNN is not fake news. But to walk off, that's why I don't get when people say, oh, well, don't give Milo Yiannopoulos a forum. Yeah. Debate him. Obviously it's easy to debate the guy. He just makes these crazy statements about, over 1 billion people who are Muslim.
Right.
Obviously it's easy to debate the guy.
Well, you know what? You could shut it. You could have shut him out a long time ago, but not now. Like, not debating him gives him more publicity than if you debate him. Like before, when he was small, like before he really blew up, if you didn't debate him, well, yeah, that would hurt him. But now it doesn't hurt him. Now that's a story. Your non-debate becomes a story.
Real quick, before I go, I want to just tell you something. You talked about fake news, and it's really interesting. This was in the Washington Post a couple of days back, maybe I think a week ago. And I don't know if you read this, Tim. It was some guy on a flight made apparently a racist joke to a Middle Eastern couple. And something happened, and the flight attendant kicked him off the plane. And people were like, bye, racist, bye. Okay, so, and then the Washington Post actually wrote about that because, of course, that's a lot more important than all the other things going on.
Right, of course.
But a guy who, and you don't know what could have happened. It could have been like a dumb joke that was stupid, shouldn't have said it, but it maybe not mean, maybe not like alt-right, Klan member. He was just like a guy making a joke. Shouldn't have said it, fine. But anyway, he was kicked off the plane. We don't know what exactly took place. That fake news is this. The Washington Post publicizing that, but not publicizing U.S. dropped 26,171 bombs on 7 Muslim majority countries. So if you make a joke, your ass is out of the plane, man. You are going out of that plane. But if you drop 26,171 bombs, and then Amnesty International does a report where U.S.-led a coalition actually killed, we didn't mean to, but we killed 300 people, civilians in the Middle East. Nothing. No publicity, no airtime, nothing. But the guy making the racist joke, oh, that's the big thing to rally around.
Right.
That's what the Washington Post publishes.
And it's a shame. It's a shame, HA, that some people think that we should be more like corporate media. Like that's their argument. And then if we do that, we will be helping progressives because we're more like corporate media and we're sellouts. No, we're going to stay no sellouts, and we're going to keep calling the hell out these Democrats and Republicans as we see fit.
That's right.
HA, tell everybody where to go, man, so they know about your website again.
Well, it's a new publication called counterpropa.com, and it's you can go to H.A. Goodman on YouTube, and I have my articles from Counterpropa below in the YouTube section, and H.A. Goodman YouTube. And Tim, you have a fantastic week. Keep doing what you're doing.
You too.
And you're awesome, man.
You the best, man. Thank you, H.A. Goodman, man. I love you. Stay safe.
I love you too.
And never sell out, brother. Stay strong, brother.
Never. I'll see you next Monday.
You got it, bro.
Thank you.
Don't let them get to you, HA, man. These people are crazy. Oh, man. Let me see if I can find the HA video here. Here we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the show tonight. You know what? I don't even know what to do with this. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to leave it like it is because it's working. Hey, guys. Thank you for being here on the show tonight. Thank you for being patient. Sorry we missed last week. And then our schedules get crazy. But H.A. Goodman, that's my guy, man. And we make sure you go sign up, subscribe to his channel, and go to his website, even more important, because we don't own our channels, but we own our websites. So do that. And also get a no sellout shirt, okay? We got no sellout shirts, hoodies, jackets, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts. You name it, we got it. And I appreciate you all right? All right. My name's Tim Black, and this is The Truth. The truth shall set us free, and we're going to keep on speaking the truth, regardless of the butthurts out there. Because that's what we do, man. We just tell it like it is. All right, guys. Where's my music?
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. Truth. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
Nobody take no cornbread from